Retevis sell a huge number of walkie-talkies, PMR446, FRS, whatever they may be, DMR, don't think they do any DPMRs, but they do certainly do DMRs. And you kind of think, God, how can there possibly be so many variations on this sort of simple theme of just a PMR446 walkie-talkie? Well, they managed to do it, and there clearly is a market for it. So there is always a time when a walkie-talkie will do a job much, much better than a mobile phone or any sort of similar device will ever do. So today I'm looking at this device, which is the Retevis 647. Both these radios have been sent to me by Retevis, and this one, which is the RT27. Before I start, I just want to say, if you've got any thoughts on these radios, if you've got any kind of thoughts, good or bad, whatever you think, your kind of review basically of these radios, if you want to write it in the comments section below, Retevis are going to pick out a couple of those and send you a pair of one of these, I'm not sure which. They will deal with that, they'll deal with the shipping and deal with all that. So if you want to just put a comment in there, they will choose some at random and send you some radios. So that's kind of cool, I guess, as long as they do it. That's nice of them. Okay, let's compare these two. So the biggest difference between these two is undoubtedly the price. At time of recording, the 647 sells for £55.99 for a pair, whereas the RT27 sells for £32.99 for a pair. So quite a considerable difference in price. As far as I'm concerned, they're still incredible value, really, for what they are. But there is a huge difference in price between the two. And that's going to be the first difference for many people, because if you are buying a large number of these, well, then you're probably going to want the specific differences that this radio gives you if you're going to spend, almost like £20 or more than £20 extra per pair of radios. So in my opinion, I prefer the feel and look of the 647 versus the 27. I think this looks a little bit more kind of, I just don't like the styling as much on this radio, on this on the 27 versus this has a slightly more kind of mature, simple kind of minimal styling, and I like that. I also like the fact that it has the IP67 rating, and that is going to be a big player for most people next when it comes to the differences between them. So yeah, the cost will be a big thing, but if you need IP67, and IP67, remember, gives you the ability to literally drop this in water. I did a test on the 648, which is this one. This is the 648. This is also an IP67 radio, which actually looks pretty clunky and big, doesn't it, in comparison with the 647. That is an IP67 rated radio, and I submerged it in water for half an hour without any problems. I would expect that with this. So that's why it has these kind of ports on rather than your standard kind of Kenwood style, the one that is on the RT27 is this original Retevis sort of Kenwood style connector for communication and accessories. So this is good, but it comes with a cover. I haven't got the cover on it at the moment because I was using it for something, but it does come with a cover to provide complete sealing for these pins, and the battery clips off the back like this on the 648. And as you can see, again, you've got your kind of sealing around here, which is good. You want that to be a sealed area for the power, because if this is going to get submerged or just used in rain, you're going to need IP67. You're going to need some kind of waterproof radio. So the 27 really is not designed for use outdoors. If you're going to be, I'm sure it would be fine for a short time and stuff, but if you are going to be using it kind of in a car park or on construction or something like that, I think you're probably going to want something a little bit more robust and waterproof, which is what the RT647 gives you, and of course at a price. The other thing that this one gives you is encryption. What am I saying? Scrambling, the scrambling function. So it's not a security thing. You can still easily decode it if you know which kind of scrambling method you're using. But it provides an extra little layer of someone listening in and then just hearing a garbled mess and thinking, oh, I'll move on. I'm not going to listen to that. If they've just got a kind of scanner and they're tuning through PMR446 and they decided to listen to you, it wouldn't make any sense, and so they're not going to play around with descrambling it and stuff, so they'll just move on. So it provides an extra layer of security on the 647. Okay, so what other things are different between them? Well, they come with a similar size battery. They're both 1,100 milliamp hour, so no differences there. You got your standard kind of LEDs on top, you know, kind of green for transmission, and then you got your usual voices. So slightly different voices between the two, but you still got that standard kind of foreign accent voice on the radios. Let me just change channel.
9, 10, 8, 7.
And then on the 647 rather.
5, 4, 3, 4, 5.
The audio on the devices is quite different. The 27 has a much more sort of robust and ballsy kind of audio to it. It is much nicer, in fact, to listen to, and in my opinion, louder and clearer than the 647. The 647 is crisp. It's nice, but it does sound a little bit tinny in comparison to the 27. The antennas on the two are different length, as you can see there. Quite different between them. They're both that kind of rigid rubber, you know, it doesn't give at all. I wish they were a little bit more like, let's say this is the Motorola XT660, this one, so a little bit more flexibility there on this antenna. Or alternatively, like this one on the RT82, which is a lot more flexible. I'm not a big fan of these rubber, sort of totally robust aerials. Those of you that are wondering, of course, you can't remove the antennas for PMR446 radios to be legal, but this one does have a little hole in the bottom there, you can see, which will mean that you can remove this. If you've just got a little Allen key, you can get in there, and you will be able to remove this, and it'll just have a standard, what's it called, an SM something connector socket rather, and you'll be able to attach a shorter stubby antenna to this if you wish. This one, on the other hand, the RT27, is completely sealed. There's no way, I don't think anyway, I mean, you could probably break it off if you wanted to, but there's no way of changing the antenna on this. As far as push to talk is concerned, well, I prefer the 27 actually in this case. It's a really nice positive kind of, just holding that up to the microphone there, you can hear the click click and you can feel the click click. On the 648, it's not too bad actually. It's a bit better than I remember it was originally. Yeah, so both pretty good on the push to talk feedback.
Please charge.
Oh, sorry, please charge. So what else is there to tell you, really? Not too much else to tell you. Oh yeah, the stuff you get in the box, kind of similar between the two. The 27 is sold as pairs, so they come as pairs in boxes. The 647 is sold individually, so you just get two boxes, you know, two separate boxes. Plus the 647 comes with this nicer charger. I prefer this charger because it has this really nice kind of coloured strip LED on the front, so it's sort of green when it's charged, and it's green when it's on, and it's red when it's charging, and it's just a nicer charger. Also, on both of them, you can, I think you can do it on the 2027. Let me just try it though quickly. How do we get a battery out on this? Is it just a pull down or? Oh, no, clip. There we go. So on the battery, yeah, you just press this little clip at the top there. And can I charge this? Whoa! Professional all the way. Yeah, you can charge that separately from the unit, and it's the same on the 648 actually. You can, so again, these kind of things are important if you're using lots of these radios. So again, you can charge this battery separate on the charger. You don't have to have the unit on it. So if you've got multiple batteries, you know, you can do that kind of charging thing, but you do get one charger with each of these, and they're all USB. So just plug them into any 1 amp USB charger. In fact, probably even 500 milliamps would do the trick eventually, but it does state on the charger itself, it does state 1 amp. So, you know, most any kind of iPhone charger or any sort of USB charger now tends to provide 1 amp. It was only the original USB spec that used to be lower than that. Yeah, so the charger on the 27 is just this like little LED here. I just don't like it as much. It's just not as, it just doesn't feel as nice. I mean, it's a little bit smaller. Maybe that's a good thing, but I don't find it as nice. Okay, so overall, if you don't need IP67 and you don't need the scrambling function, this, the 27, is an incredibly good value radio. I mean, at $32.99 for a pair of these, it's got this really nice... Retevis radios have this kind of really nice metal backing. They've got that nice sort of matte black finish, and then they have this metal backing. Not all of their radios have that, but this one does. So the 27 still has that. I'm just going to check, does the 24 have that as well? RT24. Let's just see, this opens differently. Yeah, so you can see the RT24 has that too. They all have this really nice sort of... It just makes the radio feel really, really solid, that kind of metal backing. So they all have that. So this is really, really good value at $32.99 for a pair. But yeah, where this undoubtedly wins, hands down, is the fact that it is IP67 rated. Anyway, there we go. A quick look at the 647, the RT647. No, move out of the way, 648. This isn't your show. And the RT27 value radio, more expensive radio, but IP67 rated. Thanks for watching, and remember, stick your comments down below, stick your thoughts on these radios, good or bad, what you like about them, what you don't like about them, and Retevis will pick out 2 of those comments and will arrange for radios to be sent to you free of charge. Thanks for watching, see you soon.